Hi, I'm Erin.
Hi, I'm Mikkel.
And this is our second episode of Soul Seeker series. Honey, can you tell us a little bit about Soul Seeker series?
Alright, so for you who are new to our channel, basically it is my wife and I, we will ask each other one challenging question that we've never asked each other before.
Here's a disclaimer before we start our episode. Today's going to be a little different. Mikkel found a question that he is very excited about that I don't know what the question is. So this time I don't have any thought process on my answers or anything like that. So I'm ready for this question.
Alright, are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm nervous.
The question is, do you think you were the settler in our relationship or I was?
Me.
Whoa.
Me.
Well, I thought you were going to have to think about it.
Me.
Did you know the question already?
No. It's an easy answer. It's an easy question to answer though.
Alright, explain why, Miss Eager.
I feel like all women are the settlers in the relationship in some sort of way.
Okay, I mean, I need you to expand on that.
I feel like we settled when it came to post-graduation because it's like we were settling just to get some type of job, some type of money, instead of actually focusing on what we really wanted to do. I remember senior year, I was talking about going to work on a cruise ship with my best friend. I ended up settling and staying home and got married with Mikkel. Does that make sense? That's another form of settling. I just always chose Mikkel, and I mean, I can't blame him. I mean, I settled. And I'm not saying he's the man that I settled for. I'm saying I settled during, like, to be with him instead of living on my dreams. Does that make sense?
You're looking for me for confirmation and I was there.
I mean, I'm just asking what I'm saying. Does that make sense? I'm saying...
To me, no, but it might to the viewers.
I'm saying I didn't settle for you. I settled myself. Like, some people settle for a man.
So you settled for a normal life. That's what you're trying to say.
Yes. I'm saying I settled for a normal life.
Okay.
Versus being adventurous, doing things that I should have done before getting married and having children. A child.
I mean, you said children. You
I mean,
tell me something. I only got one out you.
I wanted to go back to school to get a certification. Mikkel had a dream job. He took that dream job, but in order for him to have that dream job, I had to work a full-time job to cover our expenses for our household. That was another form of settling. The rest of the stuff of me not having my career at this point, my medical career at this point, is settling because of COVID. We have a child now, so I don't feel comfortable putting her in daycare. So that's another form of settling, but it wasn't because of him, it's because something else.
I don't feel like I was the settler pre-marriage. I do feel like I'm the settler in our marriage.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And it's more from a finance standpoint than anything. I definitely understand. I want to expand on a little something. I definitely understand where you said, hey, you know, I wanted to go on a cruise ship with my best friend. Excuse me, I remember that time when we, you know, you were interested in it. But I mean, I also remember the time where you sat at the kitchen table and was like, I want to be your wife. I don't want to do wifely duties for you and be your girlfriend and live in an apartment with you.
So that was after settle number one.
Which was moving in with me?
No, I'm saying, like, me and Sharice talked about cruise ship in like April of 2018.
Right. I mean, what stopped you from that though? Because I proposed in July.
I don't know.
So here's where
I gotta dig a little deeper, but I honestly don't know.
I mean, so here's where I feel like I am the settler, because you're not as ambitious as I am at times. That's where I feel like I'm the settler in life. In marriage. When we first moved in, I said, hey, look, you just graduated college. I said, hey, look, take a month, take 2 months off and to not work. like relax, like free your mind. You had did, full year of school, summer school. I'm like, you have to be exhausted. And, I was just working. We did that. I got you on at my previous job. You really didn't like it. You start having breakdowns. Those videos on there, like you were so happy that I was like, all right, well, cool, quit your job and follow your dreams. And I think for me, since it's a Soul Secret series, I think it's disappointing to hear that I went to school for journalism. I fell in love with a banking job. I actually worked 12 hours a day for 5 days a week, being a producer of a morning show as well as working at a bank. And when they offered me a position that was only part-time, I was like, hey, look, are you ready to like work? Because you weren't working at that time. I mean, you were working, I think, at Target, but you wasn't working full time. To me personally, I feel like you had ample time to kind of get yourself on track. So to me, I'm like, well, why stop my blessing? When they were talking to me like, hey, look, we want you. Like the whole department's been talking about you. I have been putting the work in. So for me, that's even settling and disappointing to still hear that, well, you forced me to take a job where in my eyes, if it was vice versa, I would be happy for you because like, you know what, babe, you've been working 2 jobs to make this dream.
I was happy for you. I'm never saying that I wasn't happy for you. I just settled because I had to work full time.
But to me personally, the way you delivered that, let's say that we were both working full time, right? And you said, hey, look, I'm taking off with YouTube. It's only paying me a little bit. Would you mind if I expand on this? I would be, yeah, I'm happy for you. Go forward. I wouldn't be like, well, wow, I have to take on more of this burden to support my spouse. That's to me, if we're gonna do Soul Secret series, that's disappointing as a spouse. I feel like
you're getting offended. First of all, let me fix that. I had so many judgy people. I was pregnant when Mikkel decided to work part-time, you guys. So, I had so many people come up to me like, oh, he only working part-time and you working full-time and you're the one pregnant? I stopped them and said, you know what? I'm very proud of my husband because he is working in our field that most people with our degree do not do. I took up for you every single time, so don't you say that.
Hold on. And hold on. But you know what? And this is a great point. It's cool what you say to other people, but what do you say around me? Because that's something that you've always gave to me. Of course, in the back end, the month before you had Arya, I was working back full time. I told them, hey, look, I got a timeline and I was up for a full-time position and they said the budget didn't have it. I tried and I thank you. Please understand, I thank you for giving me that opportunity. But what I'm saying is, support-wise, this has nothing to do with settling, but support-wise, I feel like it's disappointing to say, hey, look, my husband made me work full-time to work this.
I mean, I didn't have a choice.
What sounds like this janky part-time job, and I could have been going to school. I was at a radio
station. I just didn't have a choice. There was no choice given to me. So yes, I say made me.
I mean, you could have said no.
Mikkel, we talked about it. I said, Mikkel, I really want to do this class. You said, but I need to do this. I want to do this part-time joint.
I did. I had put so much work into it.
But I'm saying it was either you settle or I settle, and I settled.
So let me ask you this. You graduated in May. Mm-hmm. I started my position in April. That's 11 months. During that time, do you feel like you were able to go to school? That's my question.
I wasn't interested in it at first.
Which goes back to, you asked me, have I had to settle? I've had to settle because of your ambition.
You had to settle because I wasn't ambitious enough.
You weren't ambitious enough.
I'm still not ambitious enough.
You are a lot more ambitious than you used to be.
It's alright.
You are.
Anyway.
And Arya has actually motivated you. I'm very proud. I never wanted you to settle for our marriage, and I hate that happened, but I still want to help you accomplish your dreams.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for settling, because I was able to work for one of the biggest radio stations in the company.
You're welcome.
I mean, in the world. Marriage and even a relationship is about picking and choosing options. One person is okay.
Can I say something? I think we get the confusion of compromising versus settling.
So what I thought was, I was asking you to do is compromising when I brought you the part-time job. That's what I felt.
But if you think about it, compromising is settling for the other person who is compromising. We all want what we want, but
That's
you
true.
have to compromise, which is AKA settling.
That's powerful.
Look at me.
That's powerful. I never thought about that. So you do have to settle in a marriage.
You do.
But I mean,
In a relationship.
in a healthy relationship.
Yeah, don't be toxic.
I think it's healthy for us to really weigh out the pros and cons together.
Yeah.
How they can affect us as a whole. I was looking at it selfish, like, all right, man, she had plenty of time. She ain't worked a full-time job. Like, I got to do me now.
I get it.
Which I do too. It would have made a lot more sense if you weren't pregnant.
Right. If we were just
If we was
Aaron and Mikhail.
right.
Aaron and Kel. No, seriously though, don't settle, don't rush your life, don't rush anything. Like I settled for no wedding. I haven't had a wedding yet and I settled for that. Because we rushed it. So it's like, just, if you want a wedding, have your wedding. If you want to wait 3 years to have your child, you wait 3 years. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to that man of yours. Don't do it.
You act like I forced you.
You convinced me. So don't do it.
Man, y'all women need to have willpower. I swear.
Don't let them talk to you into doing things you don't want to do. You set your goals. You write them down.
It'd be great if you had a planner.
It would be great if you had a planner.
You better actually do it now.
But seriously though, focus on yourself. Write your goals down. Write your short-term, long-term goals on you. What do you want to do in your life? Don't settle. Don't settle for anyone. Please don't. I've learned that I am done settling. I've learned that I am done
So am I.
just feeling sorry for myself as well. So you guys, we just gotta do better. It's 2021. The world is getting crazier and we just have to do better for ourselves. Mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually.
Why every episode I feel like we about to divorce?
That's the point of this, is to show that marriage isn't 100% all smiles and gigglies and happiness.
It's not bunnies and roses, as I like to say.
Alright you guys, we hope you enjoyed this episode of this random question that we did not prepare for at all. If you do have any soul secrets that you would like to tell someone or your significant other, please email us at soulsecretseries@gmail.com and we may share your story.
You will be anonymous. Your secret is safe with us.
It is. Alright you guys, we hope you enjoy and we'll see you in our next episode.